From this aquatic throne, he orchestrates his plans. His favorite hangouts on Earth. The bustling markets, the crossroads where paths diverge, and bathhouses. He's drawn to chaos, commerce, and places of transition. His influence allegedly extends to our daily lives in very specific ways. Tradition says his food is any meat from an animal that was not blessed in God's name. His drink is anything that intoxicates. His personal muezzin, the one who calls to his way, is not a voice but the sound of musical instruments, specifically the pipe or mizmar. His preferred literature is poetry that stirs passions. His speech is falsehood. And perhaps most controversially, his greatest snares are said to be women of view that reflects ancient patriarchal anxieties. The physical descriptions of Eblis from various folk tales are just as fascinating. One account describes him as having 7 hairs on his chin and being blind in his right eye. How did he lose his sight? A story tells of the prophet Idris, also known as Enoch, who was a tailor. Iblis, ever the provocateur, came to him holding an egg and mockingly suggested that God had shaped the world just like it. Enraged by this blasphemy, Idris retorted, "No, God made the world like the eye of this needle, look here." As Iblis peered closer, Idris thrust the needle into his eye, blinding him. Other, stranger tales delve into his biology. An old scribe once claimed that Iblis has both male and female reproductive organs on his thighs, and that he reproduces simply by closing them together. This, the scribe explained, is why there are so many of his kind, the Shaitan, in the world. Another version gives him a wife, fittingly named Shaitana. One tradition even speaks of his saliva. When the angels were gathering the clay to form Adam, Iblis, consumed by envy, spat upon it. That very piece of tainted soil was used to form Adam's navel, and from the same soil the dog was created. This is given as the folkloric reason why angels of mercy are said not to enter a house where a dog is present. Now let's talk about family. Iblis isn't a solitary figure. He supposedly has an entire demonic lineage. It is said he laid 30 eggs, 10 in the east, 10 in the west, and 10 in the middle of the earth. From each had hatched a different race of devils, ghouls, scorpions, nightmarish birds, and snakes, each a sworn enemy to humankind. He is even given the name Abu Marah, meaning father of bitterness. Just as Adam had sons, Iblis is said to have 9 demon children, each with a specific domain of mischief. Zubar Basin corrupts the marketplaces. Wasim presides over grief and anxiety. Awen is the companion to corrupt rulers. Hafen is the patron of intoxicating drinks. Mara is the lord of profane music and dance. Lakis is associated with fire worshippers. Masbet spreads fake news and malicious gossip. And then there's Dasim, the lord of the household, who sows discord between spouses and makes people ungrateful. It's said for every human born, Iblis adds 9 more of his offspring to the world. Perhaps one of the most shocking tales attributed to Iblis involves the origins of sodomy linked to the people of the prophet Lot. According to one story, after a year of famine, the people were overwhelmed by foreigners seeking aid. Unsure how to get rid of them, they consulted an idol. Shaitan, speaking through the idol, gave them a depraved solution to assault the male visitors. To initiate this act, Shaitan himself took the form of a beautiful young man, tempted a local named BHL, and allowed himself to be the first victim of the act, thereby introducing the sin to the city. It's a disturbing story that highlights his role as the ultimate corrupter. A later anecdote involving the Caliph perfectly captures the paradoxical nature of Iblis's pride. The Caliph marveled, saying Iblis was too proud to bow to Adam, God's perfect creation, yet he